Hi, I'm Betsy Lynn. I've had this jewelry box for a long time, and I've been trying to figure out what I wanted to do with it for quite some time. It's too small, and I just wasn't loving it. Thought about painting it white, but I'm just not a white kind of girl, evidently. So I decided the bottom would be red, the top would be pink, and I would just run with it. So far this year, it seems like pink has been my go-to color. Usually it's red, but this year it seems to be pink so far. So the pink paint that I'm using is Apple Barrel paint. And the red paint is just some different brands of craft paint that I've had for quite some time. The pink paint is from a couple of projects ago, and I bought 2 large containers to do a Foot Locker trunk, and so I'm on project number 3 with it. Probably have enough left to last a couple of years. So 3 projects so far, $5 spent on new materials, and the rest of everything is stuff that I've already had. So now I'm adding the second shade of pink. I know I will need multiple layers on this, so as I go, the colors will change and evolve. But I'm blending it together a bit. And I'm using a dirty brush, so it looks like I probably got a little bit of black in there, but oh well. I just put my paintbrushes in Ziploc bags, and if I know I'm going to be doing another project in the same colors, then I will just use it that way. And then when I know I'm all done with those colors, then I will wash my brushes. But they stay good that way, so it's working for me. So I'm adding another color, doing some blending. I hope you guys are finding plenty of things to keep you busy during the stay-at-home time. I know I have plenty of things to do. They're not going as fast as I'd like to go, but they are still moving along. So now I'm adding on another layer of paint. We're down to the area to be red, and I think at this point it's still kind of pink, but like I said, I'm going to need to do multiple layers, so it's a foundation. And so many times that you need multiple layers with red for it to turn out right anyways. Now with all this staying at home, it's given me a new appreciation for the privilege of going to the grocery store. Been going about once a week, and it's kind of the highlight. So I've added more red and am mixing up some pink. So I started going from light pink down to red, and now I am going red to light pink. I just kind of reverse the order and blending them as I go. So while I will be liking this more when I get it done than I did before I started, it's not going to get any bigger. So I figured out a way to solve that problem. And you'll get a better idea of that at the end. So I'm working my way up back to the top to a lighter pink. And those doors on the side just keep coming open. I'm trying not to get a lot of paint on the inside because I really don't want to have to paint the inside and that. But it does go where I don't want it to go anyway, but not as bad as it could have. So yeah, I'm just kind of putting more of that lighter pink on, blending the colors all together. So I'm playing this video at 4 times faster. If only I could go at that speed in real life, I'd sure get a lot more done. So I'm just kind of blending all the colors in a little bit better right now. It's kind of hard to see the different shades with the lighting the way it is. But it is red at the bottom and pink on top. So this is my second video. Still trying to figure out how to do editing and that kind of stuff. Really appreciate it if you could like, subscribe, and share. And please comment. Is there something specific you'd like to see? Something you'd like me to change? All information helps right now. So right now I am wet distressing. I let it sit overnight and then I came in. I'm cleaning up where it went that I didn't want it to go at the same time. So very cool feature to find out that I could wet distress the apple barrel paint. So I'm loving that aspect of it. I'm just going around the edges and kind of trying to hit the areas, you know, that would be most likely to see wear. So once I get this done, I'll put a clear coat on it. I use Varathane polyurethane for my clear coat, and I've been really happy with it. I use it on all the projects I do, and I've been using it for a long time, over 30 years. Always been happy with it. So yeah, I'm just cleaning it up and wet distressing it at the same time. I hope you all are having good weather. We've been doing pretty good so far. I wouldn't mind if it warmed up a little more, but we've had some sun and some pretty decent days. Makes me want to go camping though. I do have some projects going on in our trailer right now, so I guess once we're able to finally go camping again, we'll be ready. So yeah, just more cleaning and wet distressing on it. So I'm using a white washcloth on this, and a lot of pink is on it. And I've kind of been keeping an eye on that washcloth because I'm seeing how well the color stays as I wash it. It's been washed several times and the color, you know, is definitely not as intense as it had been, but there's still quite a bit of color in it. So I'm just kind of getting an idea of how well it works. I might try painting a small piece of furniture with the paint just to see what happens. I don't know. It would be interesting to find out though. So yeah, I'm just cleaning it up. Yeah, I didn't pay any attention to the color of the inside of the drawers before I started painting it, but it's pink, so it's worked out real well. So you can kind of see some of the areas that I've wet distressed now. And once again, it comes open. I just saw a dog run behind. Okay, so it looks like I have let it sit and dry. Probably have a coat of clear on it, because who wants to watch clear going on? And now I'm putting on my heavy-duty gloves. They are holding up quite well. I think I've done 4 projects with them so far, and my hands come out clean. So I'm using Varathane stain as well. I get them at Home Depot, and the color I'm using is walnut. And I just kind of go over the whole piece, trying to get it into the grooves and that. And then I will go over and wipe off the excess. And it gives it a nice distressed look, kind of tones the color down a bit. And when it's all said and done, I put clear coat on it again. I do use clear coat before I stain it. It gives me a little bit more control over how much stain stays on the piece. I don't want it to look like it just came in out of a barn, but I do want it to look like it's been loved well. So yep, just going over the pieces. I did use the original hardware that I took off of it, and it's not shown in the video, but I did go over it with some stain as well and kind of dulled the color down a bit, I guess. There was another piece that I did that had kind of a gold, vintage gold perhaps, I'm not sure what you'd say, handles on it. So by putting the stain on these handles, it made it similar to the handles that were on the other box I painted. It was a silverware storage container, and this will sit on top of it. Oh, and I can see a little bit of a dog under the table. Oh, 2 dogs. They follow me everywhere I go. I'll have to do a video introducing them. I also have 2 cats. They'll find their way in eventually too, I'm sure. So just trying to get every area covered with stain, putting it on and wiping it off. Yeah, so once I get all the stain on, I put at least 2 coats of clear on it. And that makes it really durable. And it's a satin finish, so it's not real shiny. So the solution to my jewelry box space was 2 silverware storage boxes, and then I have a small jewelry box that's made to look like an early American dresser with a mirror, and I have another thing. It looks like a small sewing kit. So you can see in the pictures here